So basically, before I get into the creepy stuff, there was this comment in like another video. I forgot which video it was, and I couldn't find the comment again, but it pretty much said that Bimbo's voice was really hot, and then like I know you guys don't know me personally yet, but I'm like super introverted. Like I used to be super introverted. I still kind of am. It was just like the compliment caught me off guard, and like like if I could like show you the closest way I reacted, it was pretty much like Lisa laughing when like she got complimented in the Simpsons movie. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I love you guys really. But yeah, the reason why I clicked on the video, let's get to it. So I was doing a bit of research for a dark web video, and the plan is that I want to release this new series where it'll be like an hour long and it'll be one episode per week, maybe on like a Sunday night, and it'll be just like an hour of me exploring the dark web for you guys so you can see what's actually in it and see whether or not the stuff I took while in other videos are in it, basically guiding you guys through the dark web and the shitstorm it has. And while filming for the very first episode, will be coming soon, I stumbled across this sort of, I don't know what it was, I think it was like a murder conspiracy, and it was just this whole thread that went back a couple of years ago. And there was this YouTube channel that sort of revived it and revived the conversation, discussions and all that stuff. And through that dark web discussion, it sort of ushered me towards this particular YouTube channel. I was skeptical at first. I thought it would be some ARG or, I don't know, I guess some art form misunderstood. But, you know, looking further into it, a lot like the last weird YouTube channel that I posted on my channel, this one, it really got me curious. I started bringing out base 64 decoders, a spectrograph, just to really get to the bottom of this. So the channel in question is called Deeper, and at first glance there isn't actually much to it. I mean, the banner, it's not really complex, there's not much to it, it's not really saying anything. And the content, of course at first glance, the last 3 videos just have blank thumbnails. And the subscriber count, the discussion I saw on the dark web, majority of them already had a direct interest into this, so I really doubt these, let's say 50k subs, are random subscribers. They are all directed towards this project, trying to figure out what it is. And this definitely isn't a small account by any means, there's quite a large following to this. But going to the About section, there's around 3.4 million views, so there's a lot of traffic towards this. And there's no description. On the channel section, there's nothing here. This is definitely the user is definitely trying to keep this low key for some reason. The community section, there is a message here. We'll use the base 34 decoder to figure what this actually says. If it says anything, obviously. But what interests me most, the fact that most of these, the About, channel and playlist section, don't have anything at all. But the video section, where most of the thumbnails are really obscure and the titles don't really make sense towards the thumbnail itself. I mean, giving it a quick glance, it goes from a strong VHS sort of effect to a much more, I guess, realistic or modern day perspective. Perhaps the thumbnails itself is a message or a code towards us. Perhaps this is spanning over a longer period of time than we actually think it is. I mean, most of the titles are just single words, verbs, whatever, with just a combination of numbers. Now, the very first video, I'm not really getting anything from first impressions. The digits could either be a code, a location, could be code for something we have absolutely no idea about, but just getting straight to the video. So it's either running towards or away something. Can't really tell. I think he's looking back with the camera. Okay, he's definitely running away from something. That's pretty much it. Let's see what the comment section has to say. The numbers and hex code are untranslated. The hex code, this is the hex code pretty much. Become secunti sect, which is Latin for they followed, so yeah, I guess he is being followed. The theory, the original Deeper is recording the video and is being chased by the Deeper we know today, then killed the owner and showed how he kills people and just scary stuff. Yeah, this The very first video, it sort of sets the scene, but I still don't know if this is an ARG or someone's just being edgy with a pre-recorded clip of something. Now, this video in particular is perhaps the most unsettling, not just because of what the video actually entails, but ignoring some of the weird comments in this actual video, the ones that actually provide input to what's actually being recorded. So there's not much audio in this, it's just a metronome going on and off. You guys can hear it for yourself. I don't think it really contributes to anything. To be honest, I could use a stepograph and actually figure out what the metronome is actually saying, but yeah, this is just a bloody room, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty much that. But figuring out what this actually says, I'm going to use the base 64 decoder. You guys can use this for anything, pretty much. If there's a code or anything you think has a hidden meaning, just copy the URL, file, whatever, post it here, decode, and okay. Hold on. The title equates to death. This, I don't know if there should be a warning for this, but there's a lot of rooms like this you'll see on the deep web. There could be just pictures, anonymous posts, anything, but they look a lot like this, just a concrete wall with stains all over the place, and this is eerily similar. Now, you'd think after the contents of the channel that it couldn't really get more, depraved than it already is, but doing further research into it, finding out that the channel was actually created on the 19th of May 2016, the channel was only given the first wave of, attention or discovery only after some random anonymous hexadecimals were posted on 4chan, which were then decoded to reveal URLs. Now, generally the videos on the channel are quite unsettling, particularly the ones with the VHS filter on them. But the biggest controversial aspect of it is the fact that while most of the audio, music, titles and thumbnails are all distorted to some degree, and the channel's primary use of code are hexadecimal code and Caesar ciphers, which once you decode them to versions of code, they appear to reveal the real life names of murder victims. These victims were all women who disappeared or were found dead in Colorado in the US, which suggests that the creator of the channel is in fact a serial killer guilty of targeting these women within the region. The names were only discovered after decoding spectrograms, and spectrograms are pretty much programs that break down code. They reveal either patterns or anomalies or other absurdities within MP3 or audio files. And within these spectrograms, it was written in the description of videos or in the about section of the channel, which is obviously now removed. Now, I have to say, if you guys actually look into the channel and want to follow up on it or find any evidence, if you could just forward it back to authorities, since this is a cold case at the moment. But the biggest mystery of all is that the guy who had created Deeper had passed away, leaving the mystery of the channel to remain a mystery, and the culprit of the murders to be either dead, if the creator of the channel was in fact a serial killer, or he or she is still out there, and this channel perhaps could be the only surface evidence that anyone could use to actually follow up and reignite the case. But yeah, pretty much I just wanted to release this video as soon as possible, since I know my whereabouts are on the dark web and generally on the internet. If I find something like this, like a cold case, I just feel an obligation to just release it out to the world and see if anyone can actually help with this. So yeah, if you can in your free time, of course, go on the channel, see if your own unique minds can interpret something that I couldn't, or the thousands of other people couldn't. Maybe you could contribute to actually figuring this case out. But yeah, with that said, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, like the video. If you dislike it, I shall see you soon.